Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let me check my volume here. And welcome so much. Akasha here. And we're having this fun, spontaneous live stream together today. And so what we're going to do is energy scans or readings of your energy field based on specifically the idea of money or success. So this has been a topic for my spring sale and my spring conversation, and it's about aligning your spiritual values to your money, your income streams, your work, whether it's a job or a career or a business or art or whatever it is that you do. What is it that you put into the world? And so I'm going to say hi, Kitty, and hi, Grace Kelly. I love this so much. Hi from the UK. Hi, Robin and Catherine and One Stop Spiritual Shop. Greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much. And hola, Pamela. Aloha from Hawaii. 5 a.m. You're so wonderful to get up so early. Oh, bless your heart. So thank you for bringing your beautiful energy from wherever you are. And so we're going to dive in and have a lot of fun. What I want to do is, if you would like, hi, Jennifer. If you would like a reading, then put your name in the chat there. And like I said, it's going to be specifically, I don't know how they're going to unfold because quite honestly, I can't do a full 90-minute session with you, right? However, we'll spend a few minutes together and see what comes through. It'll be whatever is optimal for you, whatever is at the top, the surface for you right now. And what's fun about this is that when I do these, and they're on shop.nanakasha.com, they're on special, I think, right now. And what you want to do is think about, okay, your success and your money, all right? Put your attention on it. If it's a frustrating topic, yay, even better. So let's see if we can get rid of the doorknob. There we go. And no, this way. Okay. I want you to see all my beautiful friends, but not my doorknob. So we have some really beautiful crystal kingdoms here from citrine and rose quartz fluorite, jasper turquoise, and we've got Thoth and Kuan Yin holding the masculine and feminine energies, and we have our amazing Sri Yantra back here, which is a sacred symbol of incredible complexity and power. And I use it in my protection power programs, my protection energies. I use it to travel. It's very 3D. It's a wonderful template to stare at. And also, if you're looking for clearing your abundance energy, one of my favorite chants for that is Om Shrim Mahalakshmi Ye Namaha. And if you remind me, I'm going to put Om Lakshmi here, chant, so Donna can send this out. If you're on my email list, we'll make sure we'll send it out to you. And if you want to, you can do that at nanakasha.com, nanakasha.com. And you can also send a message, I guess, here on YouTube, right? So it's about, just making a note there, it's an energy that connects you to Lakshmi, who is a Hindu goddess, an energy that holds the flow, like literal never-ending flow of material and spiritual riches. So I highly recommend that you look up that chant on YouTube or somewhere, and you'll be able to listen to it. It's wonderful. We chant to it sometimes at the retreats and different things. So what do chants do? Well, everything is energy, everything is vibration. So what I'm going to be doing today is looking at and scanning your vibration. So if you're thinking about your children person and they're making you very, very happy right now, then it's not that we can't see the other things in your energy field, but that's what's going to be pronounced. That's what's going to be the highest vibration, the strongest vibration, because your conscious focus is on it. So how do you create your own reality? How do you create your own income? How do you redefine success and live the life that you really want to live, that your soul intended? Well, you have to decide what that means to you, and you have to be in that vibration as often as possible. So energy determines everything. So if you have a lot of fears, which most people do, a lot of patterns or beliefs, we bring some beliefs from our soul level, I call it. It's like, let's design a life where we complete this issue, which right now on the planet is completing control, letting go of allowing others to control ourselves, letting go of fear of authority, and taking on, connecting to our own inner authority and becoming the flow for abundance. We don't need anything between us and source because we are source. So everything is available. An infinite number of possibilities exists in every minute. So when you apply that principle to the idea of success or money, then you have to really make sure that your idea of success and money is something that's aligned for you, because most often we've been programmed, we've been told to want something and to be something that everyone else wants us to be, whether it's your culture, your family, your religion, your gender, whatever it is. So it isn't something to get upset about. It's something to realize is there. It's like having a program in your computer that's so outdated and so buggy, it cannot connect on the internet. It can't do any of the new things. It can't show you videos, whatever it is. We can easily see what happens with our computers or with our phones because we're so connected to them that there's an instant connection, that we realize instant manifestation now, that we realize that things are ether, things are ideas. If I can grab energy, even images like this off the screen and instantly connect to you, then what is going on? Well, it's just energy, and acknowledging and recognizing that energies exist, that you're made up of energies, and very much like this structure here, you're full of all these energy structures that came together in a perfect way to make you, and then you bring in fears from other lives and fears from and pains and decisions and vows and contracts, and those are just different words for energy attachments. They could show up as a clog, a block, a disconnect. They could show up in your energy field as, sometimes I see almost like concrete boots around people's feet, a lot of stuff around the heart, often big, giant, sharp, heavy black blocks, and things like this. And all it is we're going ahead and taking an x-ray, right? So we're going to just do some x-rays today of your success image, your self-image. What is it that you're holding in your body, in your cells? That comes from your DNA, which you can change. So don't let anybody convince you have to have something happen to you because of your DNA or your ancestry. Now we do get, when we come into our lives, we do get the ancestry, our physical body's ancestry, some of the fears, some of those issues. So a lot of people that I work with will say, oh, well, yes, this is a ancestral pattern. My family's always been like, rich people are greedy and we're the poor ones, or we're not the lucky ones, or it's hard to make money, or whatever it is. So whether you want to do something creative or spiritual or healing or a little different than the norm, and your family thinks that's a bad idea and they pressure you or influence you or bully you or however you want to frame it for what happens to you, if you have this relationship that you want to be approved of, right? So we try to please our family, and then we learn to please other things. It could be your religion, could be your culture, your gender, your upbringing. All these things tell you who you are, who you can be, and inside of that is buried who we really are. And so we have a soul blueprint, so to speak. We have a structure, like I want to do this. Now that structure includes this baggage that we bring. So what we want to do is acknowledge, okay, so if I'm energy, and just like everything and everyone else, I have energies that are supporting and uplifting me, encoded programs within my mind and my brain. Mind and brain work together, but they're not the same thing, right? Your brain actually has neural pathways. Your nervous system has habits, has neural pathways. Your glands automatically output certain hormones in response to certain things because of what you've told it means. So you have the power within to create your reality because you can change what things mean. Whether they matter to you, whether you care about other people's opinions. And this is not being a cold, callous person. This is actually being a more loving and present person, because first you're doing what is important for you. First you're nurturing yourself. First you're receiving first, so that you can be strong and at your optimal. You don't go to the Olympics and not train, right? And not take care of yourself and not eat good food and not get sleep and expect to do well. It's ridiculous. We would never do that with anything. But we don't plant a seed and then just say, hey, good luck. I hope the sun and I hope you figure out how to get water. But we do that to ourselves. And our self-image then becomes something that becomes more and more tangible. And when something happens, like we make a lot of money and then we lose it, been there many times, in some way, I mean, lose it like in a divorce or, whatever. This is a pattern that I dove into for over 8 years. It was my primary focus for me and for my clients, is to look at the spiritual side of money, the energetics of money. Well, I discovered that they're like this. They're completely enmeshed with the idea of who you are, your self-image. So I ended up starting to call it wealth esteem. I've seen a few other people use that term now, but this was a long time ago. And the idea of wealth esteem is that you actually have the ability to determine how you feel about money, and therefore where it comes from and what opportunities you see for it, and whether you're willing to step forward and ask. Do you feel comfortable discussing money, asking for money, asking for a raise, asking for a job, asking for a gift, asking for a business for your business, asking for someone to hire you, or whatever it is. And these are things that get very convoluted. So one of the things I discovered about money is it's the number one cause of divorce. We kill for it, we disown for it, we go to war for it. We're willing to let it run our lives, fill us with fear, put us in adrenal fatigue, cause disease in our body. So money is also one of the top causes of stress, which is one of the top causes of physical disease. So remember, physical disease in your body is only a reflection of the energy in your mind and your emotions and everywhere else around you. So what are you feeding yourself? What news are you listening to? Who are you talking to? Who have you given your power to? Do you let somebody else tell you what you should want, or that you deserve, or that you don't deserve? The problem with the way that the world is structured isn't that everyone is evil. It's that the structure we've accepted is not about fulfilling our dreams and our purpose. It's about creating a series of structures so that you're so-called safe. And then what happens? The economy crashes, pandemic happens, the stock market crashes, whatever. And what you thought, you have a divorce, right? And what you thought made you safe goes away. So what I see and have seen deeply diving into this topic is that money's an energy. It's neutral. We give it meaning. Everybody has a different meaning. Doesn't matter what you believe, what religion you are, what gender you are, whether you're had a lot of schooling or no schooling, whether you live on an island or in a mansion. It doesn't matter. Money doesn't judge. The money that comes to you through your least possible the crack of least resistance, I guess, right? And so if there's only a few little cracks where it's coming to you from, or only one way, and you can't imagine it coming from any other way except for your paycheck at a particular kind of job, you're even afraid to change jobs or change careers or move or whatever. So all of the things in our lives have been very heavily influenced by the concept of money, which we have filled full of fear. And we're willing to argue with people over and feel guilty and unworthy, or feel cocky and better than people, right? So we've seen people feel both sides when you go through experiences of having a lot of money or not having money, and all those emotions. Well, here's the thing: money isn't God. Money isn't in charge. Money isn't the reason of being alive. Money is an ally. Even more than a tool, to me, it's an ally. It's an energy that we've given a lot of power to. So if I make friends with it and I recognize, okay, I have blocks and fears about money. I don't trust it, or maybe I believe that if I have it, I'll be attacked, or that I don't deserve it, or I'm not a good manager of it, or I've made failures in the past, or if I have too much of it, my family won't love me anymore. These are all actual things that my clients have thought or been taught, and these are blocks that have come up. There's people who have patterns that when they make a lot of money, they get rid of it. They subconsciously, they're doing it. They aren't conscious, like I have to get rid of the money, but they suddenly start, maybe the car breaks, but they start giving it away, or they make quick bad choices, or there's just different things. Like, it's not really a bad choice, to be honest. It's just one way of reacting, but that's what happens when your emotion reacts instead of you. So what we want is for you to have your money mind, right, to be in a state of peace and calm, alignment, connected to the infinite field, believing and trusting that you are indeed divine and abundant. What I say is you're here on a fully funded mission. And so when you're here on a fully funded mission, what does that mean? You're fully funded. So what is a scientist? What is somebody who is fully funded? They are somebody who has the funds they need to do the work they came to do. So if you think about scientists who get grants and work at universities, and all they do is go in every day and they study and research and ponder and perform experiments based on their passion. Well, that's what we're all supposed to do, right? But we weren't taught to believe that money was here, that there is funds for us. Now, the other thing I want to say, because I could talk about money forever, but the energy of money, it's such a fantastic tool to help you see where deep patterns are that are holding you back. Because the patterns that are in your money mind, I call it, the patterns that say I'm good enough, or I'm not enough, or I'm worthy, or I'm not worthy, or I can charge this much, or whatever it is, I can't make more than my dad. If I'm a woman and I make money, men won't want me. Again, these are all clients' beliefs that have come up. A lot of money gets tied up with love and sex. So people with love and sex challenges will probably have the same issues energetically with money. They're big time with relationships. You can probably look at your family. You can look at your parents, right? And this isn't to blame anyone else. We're not saying, oh, it's their fault. We're saying, oh, that's where I got that. Okay, there's a big difference. It's where this isn't about giving your power away again and blaming somebody. That's a complete waste of time and such a low energy. You're never going to find the millions of solutions and pathways for your money and your success and your happiness right now, aligned with your spiritual values, if you keep blaming people. Okay, you can't blame yourself. You can't blame situations. You have to just say, oh, okay, this is what is. Be in acceptance. You'll let go, you'll transcend, you'll come into harmony, and then you have compassion energy around you. So what energy are you filling money with? Okay, I want you to think about that. So when I start the scans, I want you to be thinking about money. Think about the failures, think about the fears, think about the apprehensions, think about the wishes, think about the unfulfilled desires. Anywhere you have tension, tightness, restriction, anywhere you feel that resistance mentally, or you feel emotion, if you get triggered, or if you cry, or if you see something, this is all really important. Your body and your mind and all of your energy, all of your light body are speaking to you constantly. So when we get in tune with them and we understand who we are, we start to master our emotions in every situation. We can see what am I coloring money with? What are you building your business or your career with? What are you building your life with? Are you building a relationship that's based on, well, I'm repressing what I feel and what I think, or you're being mean and rude to a partner because they're not being successful with money right now? Or like, where is there tension? Where are there arguments? Where do you feel unsafe? Where are you hoping that money is the solution? Okay, so here's a secret, and then we're going to start the scans. So a secret to money is that, like I said, the energy that you build your business with is the energy that goes into the money, and it's like the materials that you build a structure with. So you want to make sure to clear it and cleanse it and fill it with gratitude. So one, just looking for it. So one thing, well, here's what came in my head. So I'm going to show you the link one more time, shop.nanakasha.com. It'll be below in the comments if you're on YouTube. And what you're going to see is a bunch of stuff on sale. There's always something on sale, usually. And there's a lot of things around this idea of mastering your emotions, connecting with your higher self, communicating with your truth, awakening your ability to receive guidance, see synchronicities, understand that you're constantly being supported, you're constantly being guided, you're constantly being directed. But we're so busy in here full of fear and tension that we're like, oh, I got to make money, or I don't know what to do, or I'm not good enough, or I'm waiting for this, or whatever, that all this stuff goes by. Or maybe we're really dreamy and having a lot of fun in our spiritual stuff. That's great too. And so the balance here, the earth is teaching us, is that be your spiritual, beautiful, intuitive self, and then take action, right? And weave the two together so that you build a reality that is supporting who you are. So like the little seed that you don't just leave alone, you nurture yourself, take care of yourself, understand who you are, learn to direct and see energy, and create a new relationship with yourself, your self-image, and money. Okay, so when you do these different things, the beautiful part is that everything changes. Okay, so whatever is in your money mind, your money fears, is the same thing that's in your self-image. That's why I call it wealth esteem. What does that mean? What's your self-esteem or self-confidence around that? And go deeper. You know, you don't have to tell anybody else, but go underneath the story that you tell, the story that you pretend to live, because that's going on, right? That's going on. Okay. Yes, let's have some. So I'm going to share my green juice with you. Just separate it a little bit, but I have this every day, but it's also green. So we have a lot of green energy here, and green is an excellent energy for money, for success, for healing, for abundance, for life force, for filled with life force. And citrine is for the gold energy and clarity and not coming down on your vibration. So I'm going to tell you the secret about money at the end. Okay, I'm going to make myself a note. Yes, yes, yes. So I trust, and I'm always in flow. So it's interesting. I have to listen to the flow. I can't live any other way. I'm trying to figure out how to get a little closer to this. There we go. All right, so like I said, what I'm going to do is ask you to focus on money or success, whatever it is you want, especially if it's a craving or a block or a fear. And if you've been good at ignoring it or suppressing it, then now's the time to bring it up, okay? So the beautiful thing is when we accept it rather than suppress it, it speaks to us and it moves through us and it stops being stagnant, and we begin to understand more, whether it's conscious or subconscious, that we have reasons to have these patterns or these fears, that we've lost money, we've had money stolen, we've been persecuted for money, we've been thrown in jail and killed because someone wanted our money. Or maybe we were the ones that did that to other people. So we've all played out these different roles with money. Here's the thing. There's more than enough of it. It's not like money is this limited thing and we all have to fight over, but that's the way that we've been taught. And so money is an energy, it is an infinite energy. When you understand that and you decide, I want to clear up my relationship with money. I want to get rid of the fears that it's not reliable, that it's not trustworthy, that there's not enough of it, blaming it for problems in my life. So, okay. So one secret with money is don't ask for the money, ask for what you want. Now, I'm not talking about like when you're talking to a potential client for your business you work for, or your own business, or whatever you do, or a potential employer. Same thing, right? You, at some point, if you feel it's aligned, you have to say, here, I think this is the best thing for you. And then there's a transaction with money. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your dreams. I'm talking about the fact that you go, hey, I really want to go to the beach. So when I was going through my divorce, I had nothing and I didn't know how to feed my kids, and it was very, very dramatic. And so I lived a few hours away from the beach, and the beach is incredibly healing to me. It's why I live there now. And so I wanted more than anything to just go to the beach. And I couldn't afford the gas. I couldn't afford a hotel. I couldn't even afford to buy food, when I got there. And so I kept saying, doing all of my inner work and doing all my visualizations and my meditations and my energy work around, please give me the money so I can go to the beach. I need money for this. I need money for that. I need money for this. I need money to pay my rent. I need money to feed my kids. I need money. So this is what most people do. And there's probably some area of your life you're doing this in. So I want to invite you to, instead of saying, I need the money so that I can do this or have that, instead skip the money and just go into placing your order with yourself, with the universe, deciding what you want. All right. So I want to go to the beach. I want to pay my rent on time. I want to have enough money to feed my kids. All right. Or if you have something bigger, or, I'm ready to go on a trip. I'm ready to whatever, buy a new dress. It doesn't matter what it is. It does matter from the sense that it has to be aligned with your spirit. It has to be for the highest good. Otherwise, that won't be much fun, the outcome that you get. But you get what I mean. So take the money out of the equation. Not that you may or may not end up having money that you use to make that thing happen, manifest in your life, but the money isn't what you want. So we spend all our time saying, money, 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 money. Oh, I wish I had the money. I never seem to have enough money. I can't get the money. I wish I was worthy of the money. I'm such a bad manager of money. On and on and on. I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to put it in credit. I don't know if I should buy this. I don't like the drama. Okay. So get the money out of the equation. Money is one of many ways that your life manifests. Now, yes, we do have to acknowledge that we are here. We have to accept I'm here. I'm in this reality. And in this reality, I have typically need money to do these certain things. So it's not about getting mad at the money system. And it's not about getting mad at people who didn't support you or people who didn't pay you. That's a waste of energy too. So pull all that energy back. Now you say, this is what I want. So for me, what happened was that I was in real estate investing at the time, and because of my divorce, everything was blocked, so I couldn't do any transactions or receive anything from the transactions. Let's put it that way. I didn't stop doing my business. But I also did speaking, and I also did some mentoring for people who wanted to do that business. So I got invited to speak at Corpus Christi. I lived in San Antonio, which was at the beach. And I'd never been paid to speak, and I had done this for free, and they called and asked me to come down, and I just thought in my head, I don't have the way to do that, and I'm embarrassed to say that. And so I thought, what's the solution to this? I could go to the beach and they could get a great presentation. This is a win-win situation. And immediately just came into my head to ask to be paid. And so I just said, before I could think, I said, well, if you could pay for my gas, my hotel, and my food, I'd be happy to come. And they said, absolutely. And then they invited me back the next month. So I got to go to the beach twice, and I didn't need the money. Of course, I needed the money to pay for those things, but I didn't wait for the money or look for the money. I just went directly to seeing myself at the beach, enjoying the beach, getting to go to the beach, and all of that kind of manifestation things. Okay, so there's your secret with money. And we'll see what comes through at the end. We'll do another one. Okay, good. I'm a little slow with my computer right now. Hi, Z. And Elkie. And hi, Diana. Love and gratitude. I feel blessed too. I feel blessed too. Hi from London, Ontario. And Jennifer and Deepshika, Pamela, Kitty, Anna, Christina. Okay, good. All right. So let's see what we're doing here. So I want you to breathe deeply in through your nose. Watch it and hold it. Let it expand inside of you while you start to tune into your money or your success. Maybe you don't feel like you have a problem right now, so you just tune into it and see what comes up. Or if you do know, focus on that. Let it rise up into your system. When you're ready, let the breath go very slowly and let it wash through you and clear so you can reveal these things that are down there, okay? All right, wonderful. So take a moment and take another deep breath in and breathe it in through your nose and follow it up over your forehead and your brain. And now use it to rise up out of your crown and begin to be aware that you're in a chamber of light, exquisite, a gold and silver cone of light above and below you, wrapped in the all-seeing eye and surrounded by the flower of life, this Akashic Ascension sphere. And let that breath go and say in your heart, I am here fully now. I ask for a clear and open connection to my highest good, my highest self, my I am presence, and my body elemental. Good, good. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. And this time, let it expand from your throat into your face and your neck and down your shoulders and out through your heart. Expand, expand, expand. I'm ready and willing to be here now. Let it go. Cleanse, clear, and reveal. Good. So allow yourself to relax into this safe space and acknowledge that you've entered a sacred space that's designed just for you, and that all of the guides of light that are most optimal for you, from your highest self and on, now reflect to you, stand around you, and form a reflective surface. And in it, You get to see. You get to see deeply. What is it I carry? Where are my clogs, fears, and blocks around money and success? I'm ready and willing to see, acknowledge, thank, and release them. I'm open and receptive to allow them to come up, to accept them, to gain the wisdom and the direction and the knowledge. I'm ready to see who I am and who I am designed to be. All right, so you guys are starting to light up very beautifully. So remember, you're in your own space. Enjoy it, see what comes to you. All right, so something, okay, there you are. Catherine Kane. Catherine Kane, hello, Portland, Oregon. Okay. Catherine Kane. There's a lot of gold energy on your right side. It's it looks like an enormous drop of gold liquid, and it's right from your shoulder to your hand. This is abundance in the form of some kind of riches, some kind of gold energy. So gold energy can be money, and it can be something of even greater value. Liquid gold, or the way that honey was used for great value, a tiny drop was considered so rich and so having so much depth and value to it that it was traded for the very highest, most important things. This is also telling me that you have, this is it's very manifest. It's in a liquid form, but it's showing me that you have great value and you are holding something of great value. You have a skill. Typically, the right is masculine and is about building, is about reaching out. And it's right next to that arm, like it's ready to infuse the minute that you reach out, the minute that you put this rich value that you contain into action. All right. And everything else for me right now is black. That's not a bad thing. It's just this is what they're highlighting. There's some green in your crown. Looks almost like a jumbled blocks. Also, they look like money, like dollar bills, almost kind of green with different symbols and things on them. And they're jumbled up, partially sunken into your crown. Money has been a source of torture for you. There is torture energy integrated with money for you, and it's a fallen crown, it's a sunken crown, it's a jumbled crown that's been tipped, so it's off balance. And when it comes to money, you've gone up higher into spirit, almost to maybe a way of not connecting to it, not wanting to connect to it in a concrete way, but being fully abundant, really understanding the prosperity that's all around you, this infinite abundance, and yet allowing yourself uh, to stay in that unmanifest world. Um, there's been some failures, there's been some losses, there's been a lot of big success, and there's been uh, losing, being pushed off that pedestal, so to speak, fallen. And this is the very important part of your mission. This is about you balancing again, writing your position within yourself, reclaiming the strength and the power you actually have. You have a great deal of wisdom around managing the energy of money. And you've had, and this is this life and other lives, right? So everything I'm saying is multidimensional. So whether you're like, I don't know, that hasn't happened in this life, it doesn't matter. These are the lives in your soul. These are the energies in your soul that came. So you brought this with on purpose, and it's been an interesting roller coaster ride. It looks like energetically back and forth, but this side's really never quite come up. You have strength, wisdom, and knowledge with managing great deal of money, but the money power issue is something you need to look at. Because there is fear based on past experiences of loss that include humiliation, betrayal, there's blame, there's victimhood, and there's revenge. So these are energies that are coloring your ability to balance in a balanced way, stay in your flow, be in your successful life, redefine success. Um, Look for the patterns that throw you off balance, that make you afraid of your power, of your ability to go out and take action and build, because this rich gold that you have is not touching you. There's a separation right along your arm. It's right there, but you've put up a barrier. It's almost like you've encased it. Okay, so your own riches and the riches that can come to you in whatever form, money being one of them, you have tons of potential. And so these are patterns that you've seen in many different ways. And now it's almost like a dock on water where part of the dock has gone underwater. That's what it looks like here. So as you balance this out, you are going to be raising up your power, your masculine energy, your material wealth energy, and allowing it to come above the surface. Being willing to raise your head above the surface again, be seen, receive money, manage money. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Um, there's a lot going on there. It's something you've carried and something that you want to really look at right now, because this is the time for renewal, right? This is the time where we can be reborn. So we can let go of those old patterns and be reborn. Okay, so thank you so much. If you'd be so kind is to type into the chat window any response you have about if that resonated, what came up for you. And of course, if anybody's interested in going deeper with me, doing one of these sessions, they're very powerful. They're 90 minutes, they're recorded, and so much comes through and ways for you to work with the blocks or the potential that's right there, that you can take action. You have a 7-day period where you really feel in an integration period. Stuff may happen right away, but it's a shifting. And then this realignment with understanding who you are, what you have, what's ready to be released, what's right on the surface, what's ready for you to be received. So it's very, very exciting. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's calling for the amber. Look. Hi, Julie. Hi, Buddha. Um, I think it's Elkie. Elkie. Hello, hello. Elkie, Elkie. All right. Well, Elkie, if you don't have any amber, I recommend you get some. If you can get real amber, or you just tune into it. It holds the gold ray. It holds a lot of protection, of wisdom, ancient energies, energies of and vision. A lot of times, insects are in it. It's a resin. It's a sap from ancient trees that gets hardened, and the insects in them or the other minerals that get in there add their powers. So there's some kind of a power to do with vision, vision for you, having multiple ways of being able to see and to allow yourself to see the many, many avenues that you have for rich uh, value, rich ancient value. There's an ancientness to your energy. There's an elegance and ancientness. I'm seeing like temples in Thailand, with these beautiful ornate roofs and these pineal gland hats, or headdresses. And there's a sacredness to your richness. There's a balance and an energy that says that you have the ability to have material riches and maintain spiritual richness. And you're almost like a grounding point or a channel for this divine gold energy with multiple vision. So I keep seeing like a compound eye, how some insects have many, many eyes in one eye, right? They have compound eye. They can see in many dimensions and directions. This is this Thai Buddhist, no, not here, headdress, the little knots. This is the pine cone or the pineal gland. And so for you developing your pineal gland consciously, continuing to open your inner vision, for you, this is very important, your vision. Now, for everyone, we must go through the heart. If we follow ego, if we follow greed, or if we follow fear, whatever we manifest is going to be filled with that energy, and it's going to dissolve. It's not going to last. And we're creating a new reality. So let go of what's leaving and stand in your truth. What is it that are your powers? So for you, it is a developed higher vision. It's the ability to tune into multiple perspectives and multiple streams and to see and understand many, many ways of receiving energy, of manifesting things. You have literally mastered that ability to not be afraid of material riches, to actually understand the subtlety of the power that comes with what happens for rich people. They become influential. They become powerful because they have the ability to buy what they want, do what they want, go where they want, and even to misuse that power. So everything has to go through the heart now. And so for you, there's this sense of you holding your arms, and your hands are an extension of your heart chakra. So holding your hands up like this. I don't know if you can see me. This would be next to me, but like this, and cupping up and receiving. You're standing in water. There's waterfalls all around you. This is a visualization you want to go to. This is where you're going to be meeting with the parts of you that have the vision and that can reconnect you to this multiple vision ability. So you're going to have this, you're going to open up and stand in this water, very much like you see Lakshmi. If you see, she's floating in a lotus, but she's always in water. So you're standing, though, in this abundance, and there's waterfalls all around you. And you're going to focus on your crown. You're going to focus on your pineal and your crown, and you're going to open it up, 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 up like that. Expand it like you're putting up an antenna, like you're raising an antenna. And then stay in this pose as long as you can. Sometimes if you lay down, it's easier to stay like this, but it's important because this is for you to receive into your heart. And as it goes up, then it goes higher up through this antenna that you're reawakening, your pineal antenna. It's a receptor, right? And so when we activate it and we light it on fire, we get it to light up, which it does, literally glow. That's what a halo is a pineal gland that's been activated to a higher level, and glows. And then there's the psychedelic level, which we call it psychedelic, but all it is tuning into other realities. So all of these layers and levels are very important for you. And at the top is the eye, is that all-seeing eye. And so your riches are very well established. It's almost like you were lost in the woods forever, for a long, long time, and forgot who you were, and you've returned home. And there's this exquisite, gorgeous structure. It is beautiful, with carvings, but it's also simple. It isn't ornate for the sake of overdoing it or proving anything. It has a simplicity, it has a beauty, and it has balance. So it's important for you to be balanced. This is bringing balance between the above and below, the spiritual, the material, the masculine, the feminine, and running it down, receiving it through your hands into your heart center of your body, and then letting it rise up, 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 up the antenna, and receiving into your heart and up, up, up. So tuning into that energy of amber, and that energy of the compound eye, the dragonfly, or the other insects that have this power to go between the worlds, to see between the worlds. The dragonfly is actually coming stronger as a potential guide for you, because it's illusion, right? It goes through that illusion. It doesn't believe in lack. It knows that there's another reality right there, and it can see in all those multiple dimensions at the same time. Wonderful. I'm fascinated to see what happens with that. Thank you so much, Elke. Namaste. I don't want to leave your world. It's beautiful. All right. Gold and green have been coming in so beautifully for my private clients as well. And so now I'm seeing this sparkling gold and green and glistening tiles of gold and green. And these are two amazing energies when it comes to healing, rejuvenation, renewal, and wealth, money, success. And I highly recommend that you redefine success. I'm working with a couple of private clients very deeply on this right now, because a few of them did work with me last year, specifically around their family money patterns, around their fears of money, their beliefs around having to work too hard, and all these other things. And they created amazing breakthroughs, raises and awards and all kinds of different monetary and success in job and business type thing. And then some of the old patterns came, and the pushing, right, happens. And then there's this feeling, uh-oh, and different things happen to us physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. So we don't want to do that. We want to stay in the flow and in the balance and heal. Money is healing. Who's money healing for? Z-Bell. Z-Bell. I love it. Okay. Z-Bell. So money is healing for you. It is a healer. And you have something to do with healing money healing the energy of money, the pain of money, healing the wounds of money, healing the wounds of the planet, and from greed and misuse, and healing so that money can again take its rightful place as an ally, as a supporter, as a co-creator in our visions and our purpose, and in building a beautiful, healthy planet. So there's healing for you and healing that you will do for others and for the planet. Healing money for you also is important to heal your ability to receive. There's a machete energetically that keeps chopping things down. It seems like you grow things. You're really good at energy and growing and giving and nurturing something to thrive. And this now has to go towards you at a deeper level than ever before. And it's specifically with money, money and the planet, money and healing. Help money to be a healer, help people to heal their fears with money, and help the idea of money being evil or the root of evil or corrupt or hard to get or hated or blamed. The energy of money is so burdened with these toxic hate energies and manipulation energies and fear energies that it's exhausted. It's exhausted. Interesting. And when money, the energy of money is exhausted, what happens? Exhausted, interestingly enough, where I live, the translation sometimes when people say it's sold out or it's all gone is they say it's exhausted. It's run out. And what we want is a vibrant, filled with life force, energy around money that this money can come back again in full force, be seen and welcomed, to be loved and appreciated and accepted, not be feared and not be blamed. So you hold something very important. Everything is very green around you, very verdant, very like nature green. And so Gaia and the earth, this is a project that's a part of your purpose of who you are who you become, whether it's consciously what you do with people or what it is you do with yourself that creates this. Lay your hands on the earth as often as possible. Bless the earth. Give the earth the healing that you hold to heal money for us, for our ancestors, for everything and everyone. Our psyche is tortured and battered and beaten around money and what's been done for it and in the name of it, and what we're willing to sacrifice for it. And money never asked to be something you had to sacrifice for. Money is a willing ally. Money needs the healing from us, and you're one of the portals of this energy for healing. Wow. Thank you. Wow. I wish I had my bells. I keep wanting to do a bell. Bing. Oh, thank you. All right, let me just clean and cleanse away all energies and turn to presence and love here. Beautiful. You're all so beautiful. I wish I could go 90 minutes with every one of you and just deeper and deeper and see what all this is about and how it's going to unfold. But oh, take these. Take these. These are juicy. Take these and run. Ah, Julie. Julie, 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 Julie. Every time I try to look around, it's Julie, 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 Julie. Hi, Julie, baby. All right, Julie, 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 Julie. Joyful Julie. So, joyful Julie, you're jumping for joy, and joy is the key to your flow. So, joy in who you are, joy with what you've created, joy with every day, joy with your body, joy, joy, joy. And it's bouncing up and down kind of joy. Joyful Julie, joyful Julie, joyful Julie, joyful Julie. Okay? Joy, joy, joy. So Lakshmi, Julie did the goddess sanctuary, which is a course, so to speak, experiences with 7 different divine feminine energies. And so Julie, Lakshmi, of course, you guys can also buy Lakshmi, just the journeys and all the messages from Lakshmi, who's the goddess of abundance and riches, material and spiritual, in the shop too. So you can check that out. But Julie, you want Sekhmet. I know this seems weird, the Sekhmet for the joy, but Sekhmet needs to give you the strength to have joy again because it's been taken from you so many times. And the sting of the slap is now going to transform into the wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, and look, wake up, it's here. There's butterflies and colors and energy. It's so much joy. There's your beautiful smiling face looking up at the sun like the center of a flower. So joyful gardens, flowers, it's important that they're flowering. So the woods and all of that, but find flowers or plant flowers or buy flowers or nurture flowers or grow flowers. They're going to show you how to let the beauty and color come from within you and open to that. The dolphins, um, Gaia, Isis, Hathor. All right, so this is your, it's not just money, but I'll call it your money council, your abundance council, your success council. This is your joyful Julie, has all of the juice she needs to create a juicy, delicious life. This is about richness in your life. Don't wait any longer. Taste the richness every single day. Don't let anything else hold you back. Taste and enjoy and savor and digest, like we did in Light Body School this week. Digest, digest, digest. So the manifestation process that we did, the blessing vortex, use that with these guides in particular, and joy. So get your Joy Power program. Julie's in the Light Body School, so she knows what I'm talking about. And your joy off the scale of consciousness. So everybody can get that at shop for free, shop.nanakasha.com if you want. Joy is a very powerful state, okay? Joy is happiness, it's abundance, all those good things. I think it's transfiguration. So that's what you go into the vortex with, is those particular guides. And joy, there's just so much renewal, so much color, so much bouncing, so much to be happy about, even if you can't see it. All right, so joyful for no reason. Thank you, honey. Beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more. First, I want to light something. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Give me a second here. See if I have a lighter that will work. Yes. So my candle would light, but let's go ahead and try again. So we're calling the light and all the elementals. And we ask for the light to shine within each of our souls, to ignite the light of our spirit and our purpose, and to accept the infinite abundance that is here within each and every one of us. So I'm going to just light the Palo Santo. This is a sacred wood, and smudges and sacred wood like this carry away, cleanse, clear, protect. They lift, they lighten. All right, so we give great thanks for this moment, this clarity. Namaste. So while I'm cleansing myself, I'm cleansing you. Oh, okay. I can hear somebody calling right now. All right, well, let that stay there. Enjoy every ounce of life. Yes, absolutely. Ah. So, Anne, hi. What beautiful messages. Would you scan my energy around abundance in all areas of my life? Yes, I was seeing you. You were the first one that popped up. And oh no, that was Catherine or Caitlin. Then you were the next one. So just gonna make a note here. Ah, okay. So Anne, there's something in your throat center that is your main focus right now for clearing your pathways to abundance. And your throat energy center, chakra, is a communication center. It is a very important center. It is the voice is only one tiny part of its job. And so turquoise and lapis lazuli, other blue stones, some citrine would be very good to wear, to hold over here, or to call in. But there's a separation. It's almost like a head that's been chopped off, right? And there's just this separation there. So this disconnect has kept you from fully integrating the above and below into your life. And this is the life where you have the clarity. You have the clarity to understand that this is an energy that you can release and you can reconnect. So the gap, so to speak, is something that's ready to reconnect. And so look for clarity. There's a lot of action right here on the top of your crown. Looks like little hunks of gold crystal citrine or something, different things. So it's almost like your temple, your pineal, your connection, partially crumbled. And as you're rediscovering it, you're ready to go completely from your heart, from your body, from this present moment where you're anchored into like almost like an exploration, an archaeological expedition, and go up. And you might even feel like you're crossing this big chasm, and you're explorers and you're prepared and you've brought your tools and you're moving and you're going across and you're going to get to this lost temple and you're going to restore it and you're going to bring it back to its functioning glory, its flow. Yeah, that's the most important thing right now for you, because once this reconnects, not only will you be able to speak more clearly, express yourself, you'll also be able to receive more guidance, receive information, understand what's here for you, and actually put words and put out new vibrations, because there's a lot that's ready. You have a lot. I mean, this is a big, tall, gold crystalline temple. And once it's restored, this is a very strong connection to the multiple dimensions, to manifesting on all levels, to mastering those things. So your path of abundance is right through there, healing the throat center, a tone, that the throat center seed mantra is I, like I, I. I. So we all can use healing here, toning that, other kinds of chants, tone all the glands, and eat something blue-green, like kale, blue-green kale, or seaweed, um, something green and blue that's good for you. um, there's also a removal process, almost like pulling out, like you swallowed a string and you're pulling it up. That sounds kind of gross, but you have the end of it and you're just pulling it. And it went way down in here, and you pull it up and out. And then give it to Gaia. And then pull the other one up and out. And give it to Gaia. There's one on either side there. That's better. So I activate Anne's light body at optimal speed for her at this time. And I activated an infinity light weave tower, unhooking and releasing, dissolving. I create a flow in her heart and her throat center, that she may be free to connect again and live in that flow of infinite abundance. And so it is. That's a little better. So that was a light body healing for you. We unhooked some things. We started to weave some things back together. But play with that, work with that. Amazing things are going to happen as this reconnects. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so Diana has been there. Golden Diana. Golden Diana. Golden Diana. Just keep hearing and seeing Golden Diana. Okay, I'm going to hold these ones. Now this one. Okay. These are the ones that are calling, in case you want to look at it. You can see it. And the train. All right. Golden Diana. Oh, So your energy field is like a gold statue, like a gold, I don't know what the award is. It's probably not an Oscar because it looks like a woman, but it's like a gold statue of a very elegant woman, but it's like around it as well. Things that have been molded into gold, formed from gold, things that are solid gold, things that are gold, uh, precious, and valued, but they're not being used. It's almost like they're putting the good china away and never using it unless someone comes over or whatever. Um, there's this solid gold, valuable part of you, and it's been not really locked away, but it's like up on a shelf. It's like there to look at, but not to use. And it's time for you to take that back, to step into the infinite spiral and to start to move on your journey. But with this real value that you hold, um, it feels a bit like when somebody was a big success when they were younger and they have awards and trophies, and now they're older and they feel useless, or they feel they don't feel as strong, as capable. And whatever it is that has happened, whatever it is you've lost, whatever it is you've felt out of reach from, it's all in the flow. So taking this part of you and then stepping into the flow like this spiral here, this sacred unweaving. So everything is a spiral. Time moves at angles within this spiral. Space is created from spherical motion, and we're in constant growth and transformation. So it's more like you've stepped to the side and everything is spiraling up, but you've chosen not to be in it. And you're not taking your biggest, deepest value off the shelf and using it. So it's like, take your powers, pick up your treasures, take whatever you've been saving for a later day, maybe saying, one day I will. These are golden, so they represent potential gold in the material world, but they're golden from gold light, sunlight, rich energy, gold energy, which is the gold ray, which contains everything else within it, so it's infinite creation, richness, depth. This is you, a part of you. This is strength with you, and these are dreams that you've put on a shelf that need to come down. And you need to pick them up and take them. You need to be committed to hold on to them, to be worthy of them. And you don't need to know how, okay? You just need to step back into that flow. Just breathe deeply, let your higher self and all those parts of you, all those loving allies, including money, including you, including the universe and Gaia, and just step out like you're stepping off that cliff in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he can't see where he's going, and he thinks that he's gonna fall off a cliff. You need to just step off that cliff. You need to step out there, but first, take this value off the shelf. Take this incredible treasures that you are. Beautiful, beautiful. There's an incredibly rose gold world that's waiting for you to step into. Quite beautiful. All right, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. I love that. Let me clear. Kitty, you're royalty. Um, Purple, crown chakra colors, amethyst. These are very important for you to help you realign with your royal blood, with your royal lineage, with your royal funding. There's a royalness. Now, remember, these energies manifest in different ways. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to marry a prince, well, I don't know, maybe we've seen that happen in this decade, even, I think. However, I'm talking about your self-image, your self-esteem, your understanding of who you are, that you have had royal lives, and these want to be balanced and want to be used. So many royal lives are not in balance, and we see throughout history wars and torture and different things. And we see being in power and having it taken away, and perhaps killed or burned or outcast. And we've had benevolent leaders, benevolent royalty. And we have inspiring royalty. So the royalty nowadays is much more sort of inspiring when we see fairy tales come true and princesses get married and things like that. So the fairy tale isn't, it is the energy of you. But this isn't about being Cinderella. This is about freeing yourself from the false you that she was convinced she was. She was suppressed. She was put down, right? She was forced to labor. She was not respected. She was not allowed to be seen. And this represented what her reality became. But inside of that, she was still happy. And she made allies with nature, and she found joy in her days, and she allowed her heart to be kind and still willing to be open. And then when she realized that what her truth was to be an inspiration, to step into her royal energy. Royal energy is your spiritual truth. All right? You are divine, and when you acknowledge your crown, your coronets open, and your energy opens and connects you to your higher self and to other realms and to the infinite abundance of the world. But what's important for you is that whatever success, money, opportunities, ideas, they must be aligned with your spiritual values. So that amethyst energy of your spiritual royalty, and to your willingness to accept your royal position, meaning I can be in power of my life and whatever else that means, and I can be connected to my spiritual royalty, my values, and I can be a guardian of power, of money, of energy. I can use it to grow things for the greatest good. And this is what's most important for you in everything you do, is you hold those two energies. You stand within yourself the way that you would see somebody who's completely accepted their position, with this open connection, knowing that when you say, yes, I'm strong enough to be the authority of my reality, and yes, I am connected enough, and I'm supported. The other thing about royalty is they don't do everything. They have help. They have support, not in an obnoxious slave and servant way. They realize in order to step up and do their job, to be the best they can be, they can't be the ones doing the shopping and cleaning the toilets or whatever, doing the research for the project, whatever it is. So it's important that you accept more help. You look for more ways that you can be supported. This way you benefit others because they get to do what they're good at. They get to be prospered, and you get to be supported to be who you are. You need to be in a mindset that stands at the center, on the throne, essentially meaning in your own authority and not influenced by anyone else. You own your kingdom. You own your queendom, you own your mind, you own your reality, you stay at the center, you use the violet flame, you use the amethyst ray, you use these powers to stay in a place so that you can use the powers you have to create a reality that then everything and everyone that comes into that reality is in your kingdom or your queendom or your reality. And what is the reality they're going to experience when they're in your reality? All right. So your success, your money, your abundance is very rooted in this self-image, this energetic stance, this position. There's also some leakage in the danchen, in the sacral area. And so you want to put your hands over that and you want to ask to seal and accept your own power. So this is where you're not holding your position. You're not willing to really fill your coffers so that you have a rich kingdom. And there's fears and there's some lifetimes that had some painful situations happen where you had your wealth taken, your position taken, and position came with some very big challenges. So those are the things that will keep you from, or will try to keep you from acknowledging and living in that very centered inner authority space. And this is the time to heal them. So we're going to do a violet flame cleanse. This is for Kitty and for everyone and for all of us. So we call on the violet flame, the seventh ray of transmutation. We ask that you transmute all energies that are outdated and old, that clog and block us from our success on our spiritual terms, from alignment with the infinite field, and from opening to the infinite number of sources for money, riches, opportunities, fascinating work, loving connections, and beauty that we can put into the world. And now the reconnecting starts. So the violet flame connects us. Once it cleanses and transmutes all old heavy energies, it connects us to our purpose and our path. Take a moment and breathe that in. I accept. I receive. I'm open, and I graciously and gratefully embrace this new wealth esteem, this new vision, this understanding of who I am, this fascinating journey, this adventure. I'm ready to stand in my power, own my authority, realize that money is my ally, and that all of my talents are here for me to use, to be, for the greatest good of me and for the world. Because being me, being abundant, receiving money, receiving flow, receiving riches of all kinds from my heart and my spirit to my bank account and my family, all forms of riches are blessed from source. They're gifts from my highest self, and they're here to help me accomplish my mission. I accept. Thank you. I let go and receive. Thank you. And I harmonize. Let the gold ray pour down to you, through you, and onto you. Let it fill you up and overflow. Pour on your path. Take it everywhere you go. Riches are here in this very moment. Open to them, accept them, and enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May this circle be open yet unbroken. Thank you to the Infinity Healing Chamber, to all of our guides, all of the Crystal Kingdom and Gaia, the Lakshmi, the Gold Ray, and to ourselves. Thank you for being here. And I want to thank you. Thank you, Kitty and Diana. Thank you, Julie. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Anne and Deep Shika. Thank you, Catherine and Lib M. Thank you, Maria. I want to thank you so much for being here, for being you, for being a part of this. And thank you, Jennifer and Z, and thank you, Elke, and thank you, Catherine, and thank you, who else is here? Pamela, and thank you, Kiri. Beautiful. Thank you, Jennifer, and Robin, and Grace, and Chris, and One Stop Shop. Thank you all so much for being here. This has been an incredible experience. And I'd like to just see what anybody says before we complete this. Oh, wow. Deep Shika said, funny, I was online surfing for a house. Property name is Amber. I love that. Ah, wonderful. Z says, plenty of victimized energy imprints. Yes, I know. It's everywhere. So Amber is the most abusive person in my life. Very interesting. So Catherine says, soaking in all you mentioned. I just started a new job, so I believe it's having faith in myself and knowing that I'm really powerful to be and do all I desire. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Also remember, when you get a job, you might feel relieved or happy, but remember, just be present. Don't expect that job to be anything except for what it is right now. It might lead to something more wonderful. It might expand into something you didn't expect. Let it be a portal. Let everything that comes be a portal. Don't be stuck with, oh, here, now I have it, and I'm staying, right? Everything is in flow. My biggest money monster, Z says, thank you, tremendously gifted goddess. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin. You are adding any Mother's Day. Are you adding any Mother's Day discounts? Oh, I will. When is Mother's Day? May, right? I think. I will. I will for sure. Elke said, thank you. You're very welcome. Z said, I need to have a step-by-step mapping protocol. Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. Let me know if you want to do a session because we can map things out. Things come through that are processes. Most of my private sessions often come through where the person repeats the process that we did in the recording every day for 3, 5, 7 days, or more often. Sometimes there's journeys, there's processes that you used to do come in. Sometimes it's just chock full of juicy things. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Free Spirit. Beautiful message for everyone, Jennifer said. Enjoy every ounce of life, it is. And said, what beautiful messages. And the energy from you is beautiful. Can you? Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. I'm sorry if I didn't get to everybody. Don't worry. We're going to be doing more of these. And Anne said, thank you so much, dear Nan. Your message really resonated with me since I've definitely felt that missing space of disconnection inhibiting divine guidance from fully getting through. Good. It's going to start shifting, okay? Everything we did today will be affecting everybody here, everybody who watches it. You're going to have energies moving, okay? That's the way it works with me. We're working on many, many levels and many, many dimensions all the time. Diana, with an abundance of love and gratitude, Nan, I sent you an email last night with my picture and the dream I have. Ooh, I haven't seen that. Fridays, my team isn't here, so I'll take a look for that. Mahalo for all the energy today. Many beautiful messages. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you for the wonderful messages. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Maria. Love and gratitude. Thank you. Your energy is beautiful. Oh, you're so sweet. Kitty says, thank you. It was amazing while you explained it. I felt connection to the past lives. Thanks again. I'll re-listen to it. Yes, absolutely. So if you had a reading, re-listen. And if you enjoyed it and got something, of course, you always get something, even if it's somebody else's reading, so to speak. And remember to come over to the shop and do a reading with me. We do these kind, or we do kinds that are for everything and anything at the shop. And we've got some specials. So thank you everyone so much. Subscribe to my channel and you'll get a notice when I come on live. Oh, do the bell notification thing and then you'll get a notice. And I hope to see you again. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. It's a new renewal time, and enjoy the next week is still deep with this renewal energy, all of our beautiful energy. We are done. Thanks everybody. Take care.